Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Home Field Locks podcast. We hope you guys had a great Christmas and holiday week, I guess. We were off for the week pretty much. So, Gavin, how was your Christmas?
Good Christmas. Good Christmas. Looking forward to New Year's tomorrow. So it'll be fun.
Yeah, yeah, it's a shame college basketball was kind of absent that week.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
really
Especially
sucks.
football and NBA time. So
Yeah.
you know, it is what it is.
All right, but let's get into it. We'll start with the recap of college football playoff. The difference is really just the Bama game. I had Bama, they had Oklahoma. The rest, nothing spectacular really happened. Well, Miami, we all were on Miami, so we all picked that upset right,
Yeah,
which disaster class of a game. But
yeah. What a shit show. Looked like the fucking Eagles, an Eagles game, man.
then on the college hoops, this is from 2 weeks ago, so kind of rejogging the memory a bit. Nova got a huge win against Wisconsin that game.
That was just a bad pick. I just tried to be different, and it just didn't work out.
I mean, it went to overtime, so
Yeah, yeah. It happened, but it is what it is.
John sold against Kentucky and screwed my live bet.
Mm-hmm.
Colorado
Utah
State,
State demolished them.
yeah, I
That
would
was
have won
wild.
some nice. Yeah, I audited it to 15 and a half, and it still didn't hit by like four times that. Or
Yeah.
three times. They lost by like 40 points. So not my best bet. UNC escaped Ohio State. Good win for them.
Yeah, Trimble, coming back is going to be a big time. Definitely.
Absolutely. He had Bruce Thornton. He played very, very good defense
Yeah,
on
he did.
Thornton.
Yeah, he did.
Houston got it done against Arkansas. I think they're kind of back.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say so. Arkansas was due. I mean, you can't even. I'm not even going to knock Arkansas on something like this.
Nah.
They were kind of due. It was a good game. It was all right.
Yeah. Purdue destroyed Auburn. I think we kind of all said we are kind of going Purdue spread there because Auburn, when they get beat bad.
Yeah, it gets ugly. Yeah,
And
fast.
then you can get it out. Right
Yeah,
now.
I mean
Yeah.
Duke has just it's the same thing as last year, man. Down the stretch was just ugly. I mean, I'm not gonna belabor the point. It was just an ugly down the stretch, and Texas Tech finally got a win they needed to get. Honestly,
Yeah, I don't get too mad at those losses. Like right now, I save my thoughts for like afterwards and how they respond the next few games. Like Clemson, last year against Clemson when Duke lost, I wasn't too mad about it. I was like, let's see how we respond, and then I'll make my judgment based off of
that's
it. And
fair
then
enough. I
they
just maybe
didn't
from
lose
my
until the
standpoint,
Final Four.
yeah, that's fair. It's just from my standpoint is they had that game won. Like that game should
Yeah,
have been won. That's why I'd be angry. It's like what 17 points they were up at one point. Like it's just
16, I think.
can't happen. Can't happen. Wake
No.
Forest got annihilated by Vandy, I believe.
In Wake is
Trying to be different. Trying to be different again. Vandy's somehow quietly like the best team in the SEC. Like I don't get it anymore. It's crazy.
they're gonna be an interesting team to watch early on in the
I
SEC.
just
Just
yeah.
see how good they are because SEC is not that good.
No,
Like,
but
let's be
SEC
honest with
play always
ourselves.
gets ugly fast. So I want to see how they
Yeah,
do in SEC play against. I mean, SEC's got plenty of teams better than Wake Forest, but we'll see.
and then
Um,
Illinois did their thing.
Look good.
But overall, show recap: we're really stacking up these records right now. A lot of picks made. Um, yeah, nothing much to write. NFL, we were kind of iffy on.
I low key I did pretty well. I mean, 5-4 I know, but I was a couple. Does this include the 3-0 the last week? Or was that like this past week? We did like four. We both had consensus 49ers and then Texans and Saints. I had.
No, it wasn't on that.
All right, so
This was from 2 weeks ago, pretty much.
okay, I was gonna
It
say because I,
was
I
it was
definitely got.
Chris. It was like the Eagles Commanders on Saturday, like those 2 Saturday days.
So next Thursday. Okay, yeah. So, but yeah, tough one.
Yeah,
I
we
definitely
did good. We did really good this past
this
weekend.
past week, which we'll
So
do next up on Thursday or something.
yeah. All right. So we can get. So conference play is starting. college basketball, which is awesome. So we thought we'd run through the power conferences and pretty much we thought our top three ish teams was fair and just kind of give an overall preview of it. Starting with the ACC, four teams get a double bye in the ACC, so maybe your top four. I think we're gonna have three kind of like three of them are pretty much gonna be the same.
I
Like,
think I think we definitely have 1 and 2. I mean, I think Duke, Carolina are 1 and 2. Um, for me personally,
and
I feel like that's probably still.
Louisville's three for me.
I would also have Louisville in my. That would be, yeah, they'd be 3. The 4 spot though, I don't
Yeah,
know where I go for the 4. I think the 4 spot's just going to be a team that makes a run. Because I could see all these teams. I could see Clemson. I could see SMU. I could see. I mean, I don't know about Cal. They have a great record, but they just haven't played anybody. So I
we'll
think
see
they're going to
tonight.
fall. Yeah, that's
We'll
a
see
fair.
tonight.
But then also Virginia's there. I don't know who I'd have in my 4. If I had to choose one, I'll just take SMU because I like them. That's just it, though.
Yeah, I was looking at the group of three: Virginia, Miami, SMU. SMU,
You'd have
like the
Miami over Clemson.
I wouldn't rule them out.
I don't hate that. I think Clemson's. I don't know. I mean, I feel like yeah, they
Clemson's
just let
good.
us. They've been
They have a
good.
chance.
I would say for me personally, my group of 3 would be Clemson, Virginia, SMU. I think you just have Miami instead of Clemson.
Yeah. But SMU, I feel like they're always a good team on paper, and then they're gonna fade at some point. Last year, they did the same exact thing.
Yeah.
They were like top of the ACC until they lost to Duke. Then they were at second for a while, and then Boopy got hurt, but they faded off. I'm gonna pick Virginia.
Okay.
I really like this Virginia team. Like, DeRitter is awesome, and yeah,
I would
I
just say
like
my
them a
team
lot.
for me, a team that I'm watching out for is NC State because they
Hmm.
have the talent. They just flat out have the talent, and they could win every game they play at home is a game they can win. It doesn't really matter who. So it's just going to depend on how they do it their way and stuff, and they could get
Yeah,
hot and
they
make a
look
run.
relatively better.
They
Like,
definitely have gotten, and they've only lost to like good teams, quality teams. I mean, not
yeah,
great, but
besides Seton Hall's not
Seton
looking
Hall
like
was
an
not a good.
awful.
But like
It's not look,
Texas, Auburn, Kansas, I'm not, not
but
great, but
even Seton Hall's not looking like a terrible loss. Like
no, it's
team
not. I mean,
wise.
they beat VCU, which I like, and they also beat Ole Miss, who not great, but it's a win they needed to have. So we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll just have to see.
What a, what about your bottom three who you don't see making the ACC tournament? I have Boston College, Florida State, and I'm thinking Pitt.
I definitely Boston College, Florida State. Definitely Boston College, most likely Florida State, and yeah, I'd probably have to go Pitt as well. And Jeff Capel will be fired soon. If it's
He's
not this week, it's going.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Next
would agree
up,
with
next up is the Big Ten, which the top two have to be Michigan, Purdue in whatever order.
you. Yep.
And I'm probably going Michigan and then no, I'm going Purdue then Michigan. I'm going Nebraska 3.
I I just hate Nebraska. I'm gonna say, fuck, man. I
If
don't.
Illinois won that game, they're my 3, but Nebraska beat
I
them.
am. I'm gonna take Michigan State as my 3. I they just I don't know Tom, especially closer to conference tournament season. Tom Izzo gets shit done. Um,
Yeah. I just don't think they've looked good
they
recently.
haven't, but I trust Tom Izzo, and I just like this team. They've got quality wins. They have the talent. Yeah, I like Michigan
Mm.
State.
On to the Big 12.
I mean, what is this? So top 3. I'm going.
I
Wow.
think we have a top 4.
For
I
me, my
think the
top
top
4,
4
it would
there.
be Houston, in no order. Houston, Iowa State, BYU,
Arizona.
Arizona. Yeah, I
Yeah,
totally forget Arizona.
that's
But
what I'm
like,
looking
I
at.
could definitely see Texas Tech over BYU. Like that's something Texas Tech,
That's
and
true.
I like. the way Kansas has been playing. I know NC State they skated by, but they started to find their legs. They lost to UConn, but they were finding their legs. I, I'm not obviously just not going to write off Texas Tech or Kansas ever. I
No.
won't write off Kansas.
I'm gonna go top 3 of Iowa State, Houston, and Arizona.
That would be my top three too. I just threw BYU. I totally Arizona just left my mind.
Well, that's my order.
What is it?
Iowa State, Houston, Arizona.
Mine would be Houston, Arizona, Iowa State, probably.
Yeah. I mean that top few, it's gonna be a fun conference to watch.
Oh, it's going to be
They
awesome.
they are legit.
Because then the next three, I think we'd agree that would be the next three after that would be BYU, Texas Tech, Kansas.
Yeah.
Not in that order, whatever order you
Well,
want.
Baylor
Any
with
of them can
James
get hot.
Baylor with James Najee now.
Dude, that's unbelievable, dude. It's such bullshit. They need to. Adam
I
Silver
hope
needs to do something.
yeah, I'm kind of praying on their downfall now that they did
Me
that.
too. Me too.
Yeah, I hope he just comes out and blows.
It just sucks. Just horrible.
Big East. The Big
Oh.
East sucks. UConn might not lose a game in the Big East.
Yep, definitely my one. I mean, easy, definite one.
Here's where it gets interesting. I'm still gonna go on St. John's for 2.
Yep, that would be my two is St. John's. And 3 is I think where it gets really weird.
Yeah, I'm looking at a group of
I got 3 teams.
I have 3 pushing 4.
Who are your original 3?
I think Villanova, Creighton, and maybe Seton Hall.
See, I think Villanova, Seton Hall, and Butler.
Creighton, the thing is, Creighton found their offense.
I think that here's my thing with the Villanova, Seton Hall, Butler. Villanova owns Butler. Seton Hall owns Villanova. I don't know what Butler Seton Hall looks like. I don't know what that meant. But I like Seton Hall. I don't like know why. I know they just
I don't know
lost
if it.
Villanova.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just optimism or like. Oh man.
I like UConn. I mean, UConn's my clear one, and I think St. John's is still like my clear 2, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't I couldn't I don't know if I
If I had to pick, I'm going Nova 3.
I think I'd probably go Nova 3 too. I mean, like I like Seton Hall, but Nova just beat them, so
Yeah. I
and
mean,
Seton Hall's at home. So I'll take Nova. I'll take Nova as my 3, who's playing probably really good basketball.
You look at the teams like Xavier, Georgetown, Butler, they're all like look solid and they just look terrible the next night. Like it's
Yeah. Oh yeah, especially Butler. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
understand them.
Then SEC round out the power conference.
A weaker SEC than we've seen in years prior, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. This is a real cluster at the top. I can't even give you a definite.
I'm not gonna in no order. I will take Vanderbilt. I know Vanderbilt from. Oh my gosh. I'm going Vanderbilt, Florida, and Bama.
Vanderbilt, Florida, and Bama.
So I'm leaving out Tennessee. I'm leaving out Georgia. I'm leaving out Auburn.
Tennessee is definitely not in mine.
Yeah, Vanderbilt. I am one team I definitely am having in my top 3 is Florida. I'm having Florida in my top 3. They're gonna figure it out. I don't know. Kentucky's kind of looked better, but it's still Kentucky. They've been.
Thing is, Kentucky got JQ back.
He's nice. He's so nice.
Top 3 though, I'll say no.
Nah. I'm Florida, Bama, and Vanderbilt. That's who I'll ride with.
Yeah, I'll say that. I'll say Arkansas's inexperience hurts them a little bit.
Yeah. I would say my outside looking in for me would be Arkansas,
Kentucky,
Auburn, and
I think Auburn's going to struggle in the SEC.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Stephen Pearl's first year. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's some mid-team. Georgia. Don't forget Georgia.
I'm forgetting Georgia. They always struggle in SEC play, man. I don't. They haven't. Not convincing for me. I don't know.
And then not necessarily, maybe not top three, but I thought the Mountain West was definitely worth giving a shout to. This is going to be a fun conference. Like you have a bunch of good teams: Utah State, New Mexico, Nevada, San Diego State, Colorado State, Boise State. Which it kind of
Wyoming
sucks
for
that
no
I,
real reason.
yeah, which sucks. Really sucks that I took San Diego State to win the conference. Now that I look
I
at
if I had to, the Mountain West obviously always struggles in March. It's a known thing. I
it,
think there's a clear top two. I think Utah State and New Mexico are definitely top two. But then like my three, I'm between.
so I I want to. I was gonna touch on that point with one of the games we're gonna talk about, which I thought aligned tonight was crazy.
I
Um,
think there's a clear one. I think Utah
Utah
State's a
State's
clear one.
one.
But
I
then
think if you give it March, I would say San Diego State will be there at two.
I don't think they got it this year. I don't know. I don't love them. I like Colorado State. I like New Mexico. Nevada's kind of been better. Grand Canyon's been better.
Grand Canyon is one of the best home courts in the nation.
Oh yeah, same Utah State and New Mexico. I mean, the Pit is awesome.
It's kind of like the conference of home courts.
Yeah, it really is. Colorado State's got a decent home court. Um,
Yeah.
so we'll see. We'll just have to see.
Yep. But let's get into the specific games tonight through Thursday. So start off tonight. Hold on, let me fix that. Louisville goes and plays Cal tonight, which I think is a fun matchup that's not getting enough recognition because we'll see just how good Cal is, like their record. I'm going with Louisville to win the game, but I think a play I have tonight is Cal first half spread. Um, I love Ryan Conwell. He's a beast, but I think Louisville's a bit bipolar, especially with shooting. With that being said, when they're hot, they're one of the most dangerous teams in the nation. I just want to see more consistency out of Woolley and McNeely. I feel like sometimes in the big games they tend to disappear.
Yeah,
Day Day Ames for Cal, he needed this change of scenery. He is really benefiting from it, and the shooting, it's been well, and that's a trend for basically all of their transfers. Like John Camden, he's shooting well from Delaware. Pippen, his biggest like X factor question mark this year was shooting. That was kind of the biggest thing holding him back, and even he's in the mid 30s. Bell, he's in a bit of a slump right now, but outside the Morgan State game, but I think he'll find it. I think Cal plays with some momentum in the first half, especially after a break for Louisville. I think they start off cold, and then Louisville probably. I think the spread's like 8.5. I don't know if they cover that, but I think they win by like at least 5. I would say.
yeah. I know Cal's been playing great. They've looked good. They've beaten their only win that I'm really looking at is UCLA, who they beat by 8. Who I'm not really that
Yeah.
high on UCLA. Um, quite frankly, I don't think Cal's that good. I think Louisville. I'm also on Louisville. I think they win this. I do agree. Day Ames has been awesome, but it's just going to be too much to handle for them. And
Yeah.
they will get some wins in the ACC, but not against the top 5 or 6.
Yeah. Next up is Butler and Creighton in Big East. Do you want to start this one?
Yeah, I can start this one. I think it's very noticeable the big turnaround Creighton's had in the last 3 games. Um, Listen, I mean they were they it was bad. It was honestly going way downhill. Um, and then they just exploded against Xavier. I mean, beating them by 41 points. And then but the thing is, they beat Marquette also by another like 19. Marquette's horrible. Just
21.
they beat them by 21. Yeah, I just can't do math. Marquette sucks. Butler hasn't been impressive. Danny, I think you were high. I think we both liked them a little earlier.
Yeah.
This is just like a Big East, just like one of those. What? Just a Big East game. Like I don't know how else to.
It's a Mid East
Just a
battle.
Mid East game. I think I'm just gonna, without really looking into, I'll just back the home team. I'll just take Creighton. They're 5.5 point favorites. I'm looking for them to see. I'm going to back them and see if they can keep building on what they have going right now. Beat a mid tier Big East team who's probably somehow going to finish near the top. Um, I think Creighton can get it done. I like what they've been doing on offense. Josh Dix seems to have. I mean, last time I checked, at least Josh Dix was starting to play better. Yeah, last couple games he started to play better. So I'm looking for Creighton to get the win here.
Yeah, last time we talked about Creighton, it was about how they had one guy in double figures, and I think Dix had like 10. Um, but these past few games, they really have. I think they found something with that offense. Like Austin Swartz, he has emerged as arguably the number one option. He has just been awesome. And then Isaac Trout, he's shooting it very well from three. Their offense coming together, it would go long ways, especially in a down Big East. They could really take advantage of a low conference this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like you want to like they are buzzing right now. Like Marquette beating them by 21 points. Like Marquette isn't good, but winning a conference game by 21 points is still something to hang your hat on. And then pouncing Xavier by 41, like they they could really make some noise. Butler, they got the win versus Northwestern, and I that's a positive because Bizjack,
Finn the
he
Bees
didn't
Jack? Hell yeah.
yeah, he didn't play well that
Nah.
game, but they kind of rallied around him,
Yeah.
which it kind of took away from just him and Ajayi and then just everyone else. And with that being said, Ajayi had 19 and 20 in that game. He could be on his way to a first team all Big East. He is absolutely amazing.
He's balling. Yeah, he really is just balling.
Yeah, Creighton, they have a good home court and they're just playing with so much confidence and momentum right now. So I'm also going with Creighton. Then we have Nevada and Colorado State.
Yeah, kind of one of the Mountain West games we were just talking about. I would say these are two of the. If we were doing top three, these are probably two of the bubble, or they're both fighting for that three spot.
Three to
Um,
five range.
yeah, both of them in the 3 to 5 range.
Mhm.
Um, Colorado State needs to bounce back. They got slaughtered, and
Mhm.
it's been 10 days since they last played. So it's both of them 10 days since they last played. But Colorado State coming off an ugly loss to another Mountain West team. Um, But I'm once again to start a conference play. I think you'll notice a trend, at least with me. I'm going to back the home team here. I'm taking Colorado State to, after a 10-day hiatus, coming off the road, a loss on the road to Utah State. They're going to come home. I think they get it done against Nevada and kind of reinsert themselves in that conversation. Hopefully, to avenge their loss, which was just ugly. I mean, they got demolished. I mean, it was ugly. It was just not even close.
Yeah, Nevada, I think's a confusing team.
Yeah,
But the common factor is that they win basketball games. Like, they beat Boise State by 15, which is tremendous. Like, that's a great win to start off Mountain West play for them.
no
But
doubt.
then, like, you go back, they beat Duquesne by 3, UC San Diego by 6.
Lost to UC Davis.
Like, it's so confusing. But I'm also gonna go Colorado State. Like, they got destroyed against Utah State, no doubt. They still shot 30% from deep, which and 79% from the line, which like for losing by 42 points is not what you would think happened. Like their defense just pretty much got annihilated in a tough home
Yeah,
court. They weren't ready for it.
they got honestly. There's no other way to put it other than they got fucking blitzed. I mean, it was just
Yeah,
onslaught from the beginning.
but I think whoever wins this game will be in my top 3 for the Mountain West. I'll go Colorado State too. I think they get a big bounce back win, and Nevada, they're kind of due to fall on the wrong side of a game.
A close game.
So,
Yeah,
yeah, I'll go Colorado State. And Nevada, if you also think about it, I feel like they need to win one against Boise State and Colorado State, and they got that win. So this is kind of like a bonus for them.
this would be it's a bonus quad two game one. Well, I think it's probably
Um,
it's
Colorado
probably quad
State, I
two.
feel like probably in. but Colorado State, they would have to be
Oh, they're
top
definitely in the top,
70
what, 75 yet to be?
75, yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably quad one game for Nevada.
No, let me just look.
Who won't see? I mean, they'll see a bunch, but not like not like some other teams.
Okay, so Colorado State's 74. So if they win this game, Colorado State probably falls out of that. But they're going to have a lot of opportunities to jump back in. This will probably be a quad one game by the end of the year. Next is New Mexico versus Boise State, which is what I was referring to earlier. I want to make the point that Boise State is 5.5-point favorites and Torvik has 7 going their way. I don't know if I'm missing something.
I don't when you first sent me this game earlier, I don't get it. I didn't understand. I thought 5.5 was crazy.
Because I'm going New Mexico outright.
If I know I just mentioned the common trend with the home teams, but it's just like, but
I don't get it.
I think I might. 5.5 is crazy. I don't know how this is 5.5. I don't even know how the Boise State's really, I guess, favored maybe, but
I can see why they're favored, but I think 5. I would put it at like 2.5.
I don't hate going New Mexico outright, but I'm gonna go Boise State just to win. I mean, if you're just gonna give me the win, I'm gonna take
Yeah.
Boise State. I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm gonna ride with the home teams until I can't anymore. New Mexico's looked awesome. They've looked awesome. 5 wins in a row, but I'm gonna look at Boise State to bounce back. They need. I mean, they just lost to Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
They need a bit. They need to win Mountain West just to like kind of bounce back, I guess, if you will. I'll take Boise State. I'll just take a shot here.
Yeah.
I don't really. I just don't. I don't understand how it's 5.5.
Yeah.
I really don't get it. And in the games I did watch New Mexico play, I kind of didn't love them. They beat VCU, which is a great win. Like I like they won the game. It was awesome. But in the games like I was watching them, like against Nebraska, Mississippi State, like Mississippi State is horrible. And I know New Mexico is like a group of 5 team, not like a, but to beat them by 2, but then they throttle it. Like it's weird. It's throttle Santa Clara, who I like, and then beat VCU, who I also like. But it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't high on New Mexico, but they played a lot better, especially since the Santa Clara game.
Yeah,
They beat Santa Clara by 27 points.
yeah. Like
Their front court is definitely going to be tested a lot, though. Like
yeah,
Boise State has Meadow, Fielder, Felder,
yeah. Felder,
and yeah, it's going to be a tough matchup. Andrew
Buchanan. I mean,
Buchanan.
Buchanan's a dog.
Yeah, they were pretty much a no-show in that Nevada game,
Yep.
but they did get some good bench production from Aarons and Perolin.
Mm-hmm.
So if this is a continuing trend, then that would be great. And they do have some great wins against St. Mary's and Butler. So it's not like they've been a solid team, but
And they fought that USC game. I watched that game through and through. That was a battle, just a straight up battle for Boise State to battle back.
yeah, I'm gonna go New Mexico. Just why not?
Yeah.
But the thing about New Mexico is they're cooking right now, and a majority of their leaders are freshmen. I don't know if you saw that, but
No, I had no
like
idea. But that means they won't be there next year.
that was exactly my next point. I was like, this means they could either have a great future or the portal could be their enemy. It could go either way.
Buljan, Hall,
Hall, Tenet, Buljan, they're all three of their top 4 scorers are freshmen.
even that
And
Antonio Call guy's a junior, so he'll have another
yeah,
year.
and he had limited minutes. He played 5.3 minutes at Rutgers last year. So like
They could build something like they had with who was it? Jaden House, Donovan House. Was it House? It was
they
House.
didn't.
No, but they had the other guy that was just straight electricity. Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. Fuck. Yeah, this guy, Jalen House. He was just electric, dude. They had Jalen House, Jamal Mashburn Jr., JT Toppin, Nelly Jr. Joseph, is that Ty? True Washington, and Donovan Dent.
Yeah, I forgot about Nelly Jr. Joseph.
I mean, they had a squad. So if they
Yeah,
could just do that, bro, again,
but
that would be awesome.
they knocked the I think they hit the ball out of the park with the Eric Owen hire. He
Mhm.
was at UC San Diego before New Mexico, and he led them to they got a 30-win season last year. Like, they were absolutely phenomenal.
They were awesome.
And so if they can keep I think the question is if they can keep.
Yeah.
Like, Patino just got picked up by Xavier.
I mean,
Like,
they
if
have
he
they
keeps
have the home court. Like they have like the fans, the home court. It's just do they have the money? Probably not.
like, what happens when an SEC school fires their coach and comes calling? Like,
Yep. It's gonna be
yeah,
hard to pass
so
that up, and I don't blame them.
then we got NC State and Wake. I'll say I'm going NC State at home.
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't have
you're the
anything to
same
add
way.
other than Wake's horrible. Wake's just, I mean, they just aren't very good. That's it.
Well,
And I think NC State needs to get the ball rolling, so they're gonna smack these guys.
yeah, I mean, I think it's still they're kinda coming down to earth. Like, their top 2 guys were returners, Juke Harris and Trayvon Spillers, and I don't think they're amazing.
Nah, they're not very good. Just
So
that team.
and NC State's playing better, so
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna get destroyed in the from the center spot
No.
like they could, so going NC State.
Ooh.
Good rivalry to open up at ACC play for these 2 teams, Virginia Tech and Virginia. I, for one, was very high on Virginia Tech coming into the year. I I really like them, especially their backcourt, like Avdalis, Pasha, and stuff
O'Hara.
like that. Yeah, O'Hara alum. So
O'Hara alum,
if
baby.
you're seeing Pasha, if you're seeing Isaiah Pasha, if you're seeing this,
Yo.
um, yeah. Do you want to start?
I guess I can.
It's a tough
Um,
game.
listen, I've my whole spiel's been home team. I like this Virginia team much better than years past. Um, I feel like, I mean, even though the last 5 matchups, Virginia Tech has won more, I feel like Virginia owns this rivalry for like no real reason. I don't have any,
Mhm.
like the last 5 games, like I said, Virginia's 2-3 against this. I don't know. There's just something about this Virginia Tech team I really like. Amani Hansberry is a monster.
He's so
Um,
good.
the freshman, I'm not even going to try.
Neo
Nicholas
Dallas.
Avdalis.
They call him Neo.
He's low key been coming back to earth. Well, he had that crazy game in his first game, and then he's kind of
Crowder.
slowed down. But the last 2 games, he's balling. I,
Mhm.
I think they match up really well with this Virginia team, especially with the Ritter. Um, I, I I'm gonna go Virginia Tech. I like Virginia Tech. I feel like it's kind of stupid because there's a good chance Virginia just shuts them down. But I just like V Tech. I really do.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a really good game between likely 2 I think Virginia Tech makes the tournament this
Yeah,
year, and with Amani Hansberry, I think it's worth noting for, West Virginia center transfers, Oscar Tshiebwe and Amani Hansberry.
yeah,
They noticing West Virginia can produce good centers,
big men.
but
Yeah, you're getting the big men, baby.
but Virginia, I've really liked them. They have looked good, and a big part of this game is gonna come from Chance Mallory shooting. Like, he's gonna have to bring his A game, especially because the Ritter is gonna be going against that Virginia Tech front court, and then Malik Thomas on the road. We'll see how that goes. I think Virginia does cement themselves as a top team, like a top ACC team in this game, but it's 4.5 leading Virginia right now. I don't know if I'll be playing that,
No, I
but
think that's a little disrespectful. I feel like.
yeah, it's gonna be a really good game. And if Virginia Tech, if there was a time to like kind of put their name on the map and let them know that they're here, now is the time. Especially because Mike Young coaching at home against Virginia, Odom, like they have the coaching advantage too.
Yeah,
So we'll see. I'm going Virginia though. UConn and Xavier, game that could go 2 ways.
yeah, I got UConn. I'm not nothing to say. Xavier had a nice little bounce back there. It was cute. Um, to beat Georgetown. But if Creighton can beat them by 41, UConn can beat them by 71. So I'm going to take UConn to, without putting it any other way, just throttle Xavier. Even on the road, probably going to bite Crow. UConn's got to win by one on a buzzer beater, but whatever.
Yeah, UConn's buzzing right now. I'm going UConn too. Their Xavier's bipolar. Like they got destroyed against
Yeah,
Creighton.
bipolar. They're either ass or really ass. It's you never know which one you get.
So yeah. St. Bonnie's and VCU, which the A10 is maybe
Quietly bald.
my first or second favorite mid major with the Mountain West.
Yeah,
It's the top of the A10 is really good.
it
Like
really
George
is.
Mason, St. Louis, Bonnie's, Richmond, like Dayton, VCU.
Mhm.
Davidson was good for a bit. Like, yeah, I'm going. I'm going Bonnie's here.
Are you?
I'm feeling the Woj effect.
Fair enough. I'm gonna go VCU once again at home. Um, they also are 10.5 point favorites, so I'm gonna take VCU and hope I can get
Wait,
some
they're
value
ten and a
there.
half point favorites.
10.5, yeah, 10.5. I don't know why, couldn't tell you how, but VCU is a 10.5 point favorite. I
Wait,
think it's just because of
I might
A10
be
play, VCU dominates.
I might be switching my pick. Hold on.
I wouldn't blame you.
I thought it was. Yo,
Now on FanDuel, it's 10.5.
that's insane.
Yeah.
Look at this.
VCU's gonna beat them. I think it'll be a great game. I think it's gonna just be one of those fun games. I think this game's decided by 4 points or less, though, not 10.5.
I mean, has Bonnie's really shown you anything that
No, I mean they lost to Ohio. That's bad.
is true? Okay, VCU has looked very good recently. Yeah, I'll go VCU too. They lost by 3 to New Mexico and have been dominating ever since.
Ever
Like
since. I
even a
mean
little
they've been
before
rolling.
that. Okay. Yeah, I'm also going VCU. I did not know it was 10 and a half. I thought I saw the line was at like 4. I
Crazy.
don't know. I actually got a really bad read on VCU. They've looked very good. Okay. Clemson and Syracuse.
Jesus, what are you doing to me, Dan?
Will Syracuse do it again?
There's a very real possibility that Syracuse does it again.
I mean, it's 2.5.
Yeah, it's 2.5 plus for Syracuse. Um,
This is a tough
I
one.
don't care. I've been riding the home team, but I'm gonna switch up here and I'm gonna go Clemson. I do think they're the better team. They haven't really looked great as of late at all. I personally don't think they haven't covered. They haven't covered in the last 3 wins, but they did cover in the last 2 losses. Um,
Yeah, they look good in the
Syracuse hasn't
losses and
beaten a
not
good
good in the
team still,
wins.
though. I feel like
They beat Tennessee.
I said Syracuse hasn't beaten a good team. Um, yeah, they lost to Hofstra. Like what the hell?
Yeah.
Beat New England by
Donnie's
8
still not
or
playing. That's
Northeastern.
the issue.
No, I thought he. I swear he came
Last game he didn't play.
back. No, well, yeah, I'm taking Clemson.
Yeah.
I don't think
I am also going to go Clemson. I think they're the better team. Like, I think Syracuse is really going to struggle this year.
I do too.
So, yeah, nothing much to it.
To be
It's
said,
Clemson look good in their losses and bad in their wins, which is pretty
which is
unusual.
weird, but it is.
Yeah. St. John's at Georgetown.
I
I'm
will
gonna go.
start. I will
You got
start.
it.
It's St. John's. There's no other way around it.
Yeah.
Rick Pitino probably is beating the kids in the locker room to start winning basketball games. He might be throwing
Pulling,
chairs like Bobby Knight.
pulling a Coach K and locking them out the locker room.
Yep, he's gonna locking them out. St. John's has to win. Like just I don't know how else to put it. They have to win. Um, I don't think just Georgetown team's actually that good either. I know they have like a decent record and there's been some game, but I'm not very high on this Georgetown team. I was last year. I am not. I was going into this year, but I'm not anymore. Um, St. John's come Big East play is going to be a scary team to play. I think. I mean, I think they really, really turn it around. So I'm going to go St. John's.
Yeah, St. John's has a lot of threats. It's when are they gonna put it together. But St. John's has not looked that good. Georgetown has looked worse.
Yeah.
I'm going St. John's. We both have them as our second Big East team, so the bounce back, at least feel like it's inevitable.
Yes.
And I think they take advantage of a bad Big East and get back on track. Will they do anything in March? We'll see.
We will see. Yeah. We'll just have to wait and
But
see.
yeah, oh, I kept this as Saturday, December 20th. I forgot to change that date. And then Bradley and Belmont,
What
which
are we doing? Um,
it's a fun mid-major
it is a
matchup.
very fun mid major and the only really game worth anything on Thursday.
Exactly.
Belmont is Belmont is probably one of the best mid majors. Um, just lost a tough game to Indiana State when they were favored by 7.5. Bradley's a decent team, like no discount. They are also one of the better mid majors, but
Mhm.
Belmont at home, I mean, that's just a culmination of. I think they're going to bounce back in an ugly way against Bradley. I mean, they're going to beat them.
Yeah, I feel like the Missouri Valley Conference has some real teams this year.
Some
Like,
decent teams, yeah.
yeah, like they just Belmont's one of the best teams there, maybe the best, and they just lost to Indiana State by one. Bradley has been good, and like Murray State, Illinois State, Northern Iowa, they've all been pretty good. But I'll agree, I'm going Belmont at home, get a nice bounce back win. Indiana State though, they took Bradley to three overtimes and beat Belmont in
Yeah,
overtime. So
yeah.
they are not a fun team to play.
No, they are not. No, they are
But
not.
I'll go Belmont too. But the Missouri Valley is a conference to be looking out for in the future. We go into college football. Before we get into college football playoffs, we have two New Year's Eve bowls. I know you're excited about these two games, so you can start with this Vandy, Iowa.
Yeah, so I'll start with the Vandy, Iowa. So I personally am watching this line. I'm hoping that it goes to 6.5 because I'm gonna take Iowa if it does go to six, ultimately does go to 6.5. I think Iowa
Mhm.
covers this. Apparently, there's no opt outs expected for Iowa, and
Is Pavia playing?
I think he is playing Pavia. I think Pavia is playing. Um, Flat out, Diego Pavia embarrassed himself with the Heisman ceremony and everything. So I
That was
think that means one of two things. He's either going to be awesome or he's going to be ass. And I I think he's gonna have to play to be like I should have been the Heisman or like I'm sorry I embarrassed myself and that's what he's gonna play for. But I think this Iowa defense is unlike any defense Vanderbilt has played except for Texas and Bama. I think Iowa's defense is just I mean it's just a known thing. So if I can get that to 6.5, I think I'd love Iowa to take Iowa there. The same thing is if that spread goes up to 6.5, I think Vanderbilt's team total goes up to 26.5 or 27.5, and I'd also take the under there. Um, but like I said, still waiting on this line. Not for sure going to play it, but it's looking like I'm hoping it trends in that direction.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Vanderbilt. I mean, Vanderbilt's defense is still good, and so is Iowa's, but I don't think Iowa has the offensive firepower, assuming Pavia plays. I think Vanderbilt can get it done on offense, and Pavia, I don't like him, but I guess you can say he has something to prove.
Yeah, I just
But
I'm going off the trend that like Big Ten football, like it's always the SEC always with the what ifs and oh we should be in and blah blah blah, and then it comes time to play the Big Ten and they
yeah,
don't show up. I mean, look at
it's
Michigan,
true.
Alabama last year. Like what? No one expected.
Mhm.
Or I'm tired of the SEC what ifs and all this shit. I think Big
Yeah.
Ten's a better conference because when it push comes to shove and you put the money where the mouth is, Big Ten beats them. Just end
Mhm.
story.
Yeah, I'll go Vanderbilt though. Michigan and Texas.
I, Listen, I like what I just said. I love Texas. I love like they're one of my favorite teams outside of Penn State, and I hate Michigan. But 7 points just feels like a lot in a game in a Big Ten football game. I think Texas is the better team, just flat out. I think Bryce Underwood has been very underwhelming for the amount of money they're paying him, the filthy amount of
Mhm.
money. I think Texas, and I like Texas, so it's hard for me to pick against them. But Look what Michigan did last year against Alabama. No one expected that game to even be close, and they beat Bama. I think if I had to play points, I'm gonna take this. If I can get it at 7 or 7.5, I feel like I had to take Michigan just because of the way the Big Ten plays the SEC. The SEC is all this like in when the hypotheticals, the SEC is the best conference and this and that. And then, like I said, when it comes time to put their money where their mouth is, they can't beat the Big Ten. Look at Ohio State last year and all that. Like they couldn't beat them. They just couldn't. So I'm going to take plus 7.5 with Michigan, and I don't think Texas scores 27.5 points. So I would probably look at the under there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the under in
I love that.
total.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm not a big Bryce Underwood guy. I don't think he's amazing, and I think they're gonna try to like slow the game down. And I'm also not a huge Arch guy. I know
I
he's
mean,
playing a
look at what
lot
Michigan was
better.
doing against Ohio State in that first half. I mean, it was or the first quarter at least. They were there.
Yeah, I think Michigan can play good enough defense on Texas for a while to at least cover the under, and I don't think their offense is good enough to
Yeah.
put up their part of it. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the under. Then we
Yeah.
have the college football playoff, the quarterfinals. Starting off with Miami and Ohio State. I'm going Ohio State minus 9.5. My initial predictions that Ohio State's going to double digit everyone to a championship. So
Yeah, I don't
that's my
really
reason.
I don't hate it at all. I think I don't know if I'm going to be playing the 9.5. I'm kind of just I'm feeling it out first. Um, I I don't. Yeah, yeah. You know what? I'm going to be also on Ohio State minus 9.5. I think I'm tripping. Um, I'm also looking at team totals. I like I said, I'm the big team total guy. I love under of team totals. Um, First quarter Miami team totals at point 0.5. I don't
Point
think they scored
five.
0.5. So that means they just it's the first quarter, not first half, first
I
quarter.
know.
But I'm looking at the under. I'm just flat out. I'm looking at the under. The only way Miami scores in the first quarter is if Ohio State makes a mistake. So it's basically you're betting on Ohio State not to make a mistake.
But thing is, they also have Carson Beck versus Julian Saying.
Yeah, Carson Beck fucking sucks, just flat out. Dude, their first half team total is 7.5. They don't think they're going to score, and I don't hate that. My favorite team total of them all though is Ohio State's first half team totals at 13.5. So just 2 touchdowns. I
Yeah.
I like that. I personally, if I had to look at bet one team total, that's probably the one I'm looking at along with their spread because they are going to, yeah, 20 ball, just 20 ball everybody to a championship. I don't
Yeah.
hate that call, but yeah, I'll just back you with the 9.5 for sure. Miami, they beat Texas A&M. That was great, but they didn't look good doing it. I mean, their defense did, but they didn't.
Yeah. I mean, I think Ohio State, it was kind of a wake up call, the Big Ten championship game. Like, I
Like we
don't
can't
think
just
that.
sleepwalk through this shit.
Yeah, like I think they need that wake up call. Like they're not just gonna, like you said, sleepwalk through everyone.
Yeah.
And I would hate to be the first team to play them after that loss,
Look, yeah,
personally.
yeah, I agree with you.
So I think Miami, it's gonna be early and often. And Oregon,
Ooh,
Texas Tech, big game for me. Big
huge game
game
for
for
you.
me.
I'll start. I'll,
It,
I'll I'll go first here. Um, Ever since Danny mentioned him, I've been paying attention to Texas Tech, and I like everything I see with Texas Tech. I don't think Oregon's that good. They're good. I don't think they're as good as they're projected to be. I also don't think they should be favored in this game, um, at all. I I'm going to take Texas Tech straight up. I think Texas Tech wins this game straight up. Another one I'm looking at. I'm not really a totals guy. Danny is. 51.5 seems like a lot of points for a Texas Tech defense and an Oregon's
Mhm.
defense is awesome too. To me, that seems like a lot of points. Um, but like I said, I'm not a totals guy. I'm a team total guy, and I'm taking Oregon's team total under 27.5. Texas Tech's not letting that many points up, just flat out.
Yeah, last last week I think the 34 points for JMU was kind of a bit overstated.
Yeah.
Like Oregon, they kind of just took their foot off the gas, and JMU scored from that. But Texas Tech, their defense is absolutely phenomenal, and I don't think Oregon I don't think I'm not. I was a huge Dante Moore guy, and now I'm not. Like he's good, but I don't think he's gonna fare well against Texas Tech. And I think Texas Tech's offense doesn't get the respect it deserves. I think it is a good offense,
Mhm.
and people kind of disregard it. Like they put up points, like Big 12 or
Yes, they
not.
do.
So, I mean, I have Texas Tech in my chip. So obviously, I'm going Texas Tech plus 2.5, and right now I can get them at plus 110. So I'll also be playing their money line here. Yeah, I have them making the semis and then making the chip. So on separate bets. So kind of need them here. Bam and Indiana. What way are you leaning?
Dude, this game that spread just seems so weird to me. I don't like it. Just doesn't
I didn't think
like if
it'd
I
be
told
that
you
hard.
3 years ago, I was like, yo, 3 years from now, Indiana's gonna be favored by a touchdown against Alabama, regardless of when the game was. Um, who's the last? Like, when's the last time you see Bama is an underdog by a fucking touchdown? With that being said, this is not your old Alabama teams. This is not your old Indiana teams. Um, are they still riding that high? The Ohio State win? I don't know. Um, I'll start off with this. Bama cannot sleepwalk the way they did through the first quarter against Oklahoma because
Nope.
Indiana pounces on mistakes, and if they do that, it will be ugly for Alabama. Um, both these defenses are unbelievable. Uh, well, I mean Indiana's defense is unbelievable. Not Bama's is okay, but Indiana's defense is just flat out. That's my play. I'm going to take Alabama's team total under 20 and a half. I don't think they get there. I just don't. Um, I think they could still cover. They could score 20 points and cover. I mean, if you think about it, Indiana scores 24, Alabama scores 20, they cover. So I think my first play, fuck man, fuck that. I'm going all in. I'm taking Indiana spread and I'm taking Alabama's team total under. I, they are Alabama's not impressed me. Blown out by Georgia, should have not have beaten Oklahoma. I don't care that they came back and won. They were sleepwalking that whole game and like fucking fell on a touchdown. Um, I think Indiana's trying. They are playing like they have a point to prove because everybody's like, oh, they beat Ohio State. I don't care. Ohio State's still winning the Natty. I think Indiana's gonna be playing pissed off, even though they beat Ohio State. Fuck that. I know I just get a complete 180, but fuck it. Fuck it. Indiana covers and they hold Alabama's they hold Alabama to 13 points. 14.
14 points. Okay. Um.
Do it. Do it, I dare you.
Well, in our bracket prediction, I have Bama winning. So
You still believe that? I know it's ballsy, but you believe that?
I don't know if my bias against Indiana comes from the fact that they're Indiana or if I actually don't believe they're all that.
My bias comes because of Michael Penix not scoring that touchdown against Penn State, even though it was called a touchdown. I hate them for it forever. But
I
Kurt Signetti's the Google him.
but
He wins.
man, I mean, I think they're gonna regress a bit after riding that high versus Ohio State. Like Ohio State did not, their offense just did not look good in that game. And I like Bama here. I don't have too much of a reason.
I don't
I like
hate it.
them.
I mean, listen, Indiana last year they were undefeated, got shitballed by Notre Dame, but I can't. I feel like I had to play this number just because it's like Indiana's favored by a touchdown. Like who? That's unheard of.
Yeah.
Unheard of, man.
And on to our last game, we have Ole Miss playing Georgia, which is an intriguing matchup because we'll
Very
see how
intrigued.
much Ole Miss is riding behind their new coach.
Yeah, do you want to start?
Yeah, I feel like with stories like this, like coach leaves, new coach, it is true that they always play with more momentum and something to them, but in the same breath, I always feel like that spark fizzles out, and I think it will be the case here. Like Tulane, it was a nice win, great win, and they were all fired up. But then playing Georgia's just a different animal. Georgia looks so freaking good, man, and like they're rested too. I don't think new coach and stuff. I don't think Ole Miss is gonna hang. I think Georgia's gonna win this game by a touchdown at least.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm on Georgia here. Um, and I keep going back to, I know earlier in the year they played, Georgia won 43-35, really high scoring game. Um, Unfortunately, I don't think without Lane Kiffin that Ole Miss is going to be able to move the ball against Georgia like they did.
Mhm.
So their team total is currently set at 24 and a half. I think they might get 24 but I don't see Georgia allowing more than that, just flat out. I mean, the last couple games, 7, 9, 3, 10, and 21. I mean, and Ole Miss does have a good defense. Don't get me wrong. Like I could see people playing the under here, and I wouldn't hate it. But I'm going to take Georgia's spread and probably take Ole Miss's team total under just because Georgia's looked fucking nuts. I placed a future in November on Georgia to win the Natty, but unfortunately got matched up with
Wow.
Ohio State in the second round, so or semifinals, whatever.
Yeah, if they both win, that matchup is gonna be unreal.
Awesome, it's gonna be electric, and I could see Georgia winning that, but at the same time, man, Ohio State's fucking
I
disgusting.
could see Georgia winning it until Ohio State comes out and beats them by 20.
Oh yeah, no doubt. They're gonna win the hypothetical game beforehand, and then play the
SEC.
Big Ten team.
SEC's undefeated in hypothetical, man.
Listen. The Big Ten, that's why I'm taking Indiana. The SEC cannot beat the Big Ten when it comes to fucking big games ever. Ohio State, Texas, game 1. I mean, look at it.
All right. Well,
Fuck the SEC. I'll just leave it at that. Fuck the SEC.
well, we hope you guys enjoy your New Year's. There's good sports on both tomorrow. College basketball tonight's a pretty solid night.
Yeah.
Then tomorrow is good day there. Then you have college football tomorrow and Thursday. So we should see Thursday, I'd imagine. We'll probably be hungover, but
Yeah.
we'll see you Thursday.
Yes,
Hope you have a
sir.
good New Year.
Yep. Happy
See
New
you.
Year.